Yolanda? Excuse me, but there's something I need to discuss with you. All the things from my locker, they've been thrown out all over the corridor floor. Why would you do such a thing?
Huh? I don't know about any of that. This has nothing to do with me. Why the heck are you accusing me?
Because I went to security and had them check the surveillance cam footage. I saw you and your 3 buddies taking all the stuff from my locker. You're not worming your way out of this. I have the evidence.
If you must know, I did it because you were using the lockers without permission. You're not allowed to have a locker.
Huh? Why not? The department manager said it was okay for me to use the lockers if I wanted to.
You might not know this because you've still only been at this company for 3 days, but temps aren't allowed to use the lockers. Didn't you see? It's written on the door in big bold letters. Employee use lockers.
Sure, you're right, it does say that. So where are you suggesting I put my things while I'm at work?
I don't know. I don't give a crap about temp workers like you, so I certainly don't give a crap about your things. Not my problem. Why don't you leave your stuff outside in the car park or something?
Outside? Also, about my things. It's almost definitely because you and your friends threw them all out in the corridor. But my wristwatch and my second pair of backup glasses are broken.
Not my problem. This is what you get for buying cheap, easily broken junk. Oopsie, what am I saying? Obviously, the kind of low IQ, brain-dead moron who works as an agency temp is never going to be able to afford high-quality, luxury goods that don't break as soon as the wind blows on them. I guess junk is all you can afford. But you should have thought about that when you broke the company rules.
You go on about rules, but there's nothing like that written in the terms and conditions of my employment contract. And no one told me anything about not being able to use lockers. To the contrary, like I just told you, our head of department actually told me I could use them.
God, do you ever shut up? There are such things as unspoken rules, you know. Are you too brain dead to know even that? How many years have you been working now?
Sure, I know things like unspoken rules exist. But even if for the sake of argument we accept that I did unknowingly break one, I don't think I deserve to have my personal belongings destroyed in a revenge attack. Not only that, but you even stole something. Don't you think you took this too far?
Huh? I didn't steal a thing. Lies.
Do you want me to keep repeating myself? Like I said, I saw the surveillance footage. You put my bracelet in your pocket, didn't you?
You call that theft? How rude. I just decided to look after it for you. It would have been careless of me to leave it lying around in a corridor.
Why would you only take the bracelet but be more than happy to leave the rest of my valuables lying around? No matter which way you look at it, your behavior makes no sense.
Gah, you're so annoying. Nag, 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 nag. Shut up already. A filthy temp worker like you has no right to speak to me like this. I'm a full-time employee at this company, you hear me? Full-time! If you don't shut your annoying mouth right now, I might just forget to give you your bracelet back. Is that what you want?
That's theft. Give me it back immediately.
You got some nerve. You do well to not make me angry, bitch. If you do, you'll regret it. Do I make myself clear?
Yolande, would you mind explaining what the hell you think you're doing?
Oh, back for more whining, are we? What are you crying about this time?
Don't play dumb with me. I saw you running away. What gives you the right to pour a bucket of water over my head in the corridor like that? Not only that, but it was full to the brim and ice cold. I'm soaking wet though, thanks to you, idiot.
Oh, are you sure? That's such a shame. That's what you get for breaking the rules. Maybe now you'll be more careful in the future. I know you tried to use a staff cafeteria today. Don't you dare use the staff cafeteria, you filthy temp. How many times do I have to tell you?
But Yolande, you didn't mention anything about the cafeteria until yesterday.
No, actually, I told you at least 10 times by now. You just forgot because you're a moron with the memory of a goldfish. I already told you that when staff only is written in big bold letters. That means it's for staff only. Will it go in this time? will the pea-brained moron with an IQ lower than my unborn baby nephew's age finally understand? Are you so dumb you can't even follow basic instructions? It would be tragic if it wasn't so hilarious.
That's funny. You see, the department manager told me I was allowed to use the staff cafeteria.
He was just being polite. He didn't mean it. Don't ever try to go in there again, do you hear me? It's against the rules. If filthy temp scum start coming into the staff cafeteria, I'll lose my appetite because of the smell. If an ugly cave troll who smells like last week's leftovers like you enters my field of vision, it'll make me want to throw up.
What does that have to do with pouring an ice-cold bucket of water over my head?
Well, you see, you're such a smelly, low IQ moron. I very kindly went out of my way to give you your first wash in years. I thought maybe you'd be smart enough to see the connection between that and your egregious wool breaking in the staff cafeteria. But obviously not. The only solution for a smelly moron like you is a cold water bucket bath. So that's why, dummy.
That doesn't justify what you did. Luckily, I had a change of clothes available. But just because I went into the staff cafeteria doesn't give you any right to pour a bucket of water over my head. And if you think it does, you're deranged and need professional help. Anyway, something tells me that's not the only reason. Are you sure this wasn't revenge? Because I refused to make those presentation slides for you when you tried forcing an entire week's worth of your work on me in the office before lunch?
Why did you bother asking me why I did it if you already knew the answer? Does this mean you'll do the slides now? I had to ask someone else to do it because you said no. But I lost valuable time that I'll never get back thanks to your selfishness.
Yolande, you were asking me to do your job. The only responsible for doing your job is you. Stop trying to force it on others like it's your inalienable natural right.
Unlike filthy temp scum like you, I'm actually busy. I have a bunch of things to keep on top of, and I didn't have time to make that dumb presentation. And besides, when we have low IQ temp morons like you around, why shouldn't I make use of them?
How can you claim to be busy when I saw you slacking off in the staff room with your lackeys? You slack off on your responsibilities and try forcing them onto others. Instead of doing your job, you spend all of your time harassing the new temp. What's the point of you even working at this company?
Wow, you're the cockiest, most arrogant piece of crap I've ever met. It looks like you still didn't learn your lesson, huh? Should I get another bucket ready? I bet you don't have a third change of clothes. If you don't want to go home soaking wet through like sorry-ass sewer rat, then I suggest you shut your annoying mouth.
You're so deranged and devoid of reason, I can only conclude there's nothing to be gained from any further discussion with you. If I were you, I'd stop behaving so arrogantly. You might end up regretting it very soon.
Oh, what's this? Is the sore loser threatening me? A low IQ temp worker trying to act cool and imposing? Now I've seen it all. This is hilarious. Hey, guess what, bitch? I left some extra work on your desk. I want all those presentation slides, plus the quality reports and the formatting on the NDA agreements done by tomorrow morning. You know what that means? Overtime. Congrats, Violet. You better not go home until every last piece of that work is done, or there'll be hell to pay. Do I make myself clear? This is a direct order from an actual employee of this company. Ooh, what's this? I hear you're quitting the company. The department manager just told me.
Yep, today's my last day and I'll be leaving for good at the end of my shift. You really have been a big help to me during my short stay here, Yolande. Thank you so much for everything.
I can't believe you got fired within a month of being dispatched here. This is so funny, I can't stop laughing. My stomach literally hurts. It must be so hard for pea-brain temps like you to get along in the world. I almost feel bad for you. Almost. I'll tell you what though, Violet. I'm gonna feel so relieved to see the back of you. I can't wait. I may throw a little party to celebrate the occasion. Me and the girls. A bottle of champagne. And plenty of laughs at your expense. Good luck getting a full-time contract somewhere before you kill yourself due to the shame of your endless failures. I doubt there's any company that desperate, though.
That's fine, Yolande. I appreciate the thought, but you don't have to worry about me one bit. I'm already a full-time employee after all. I'm also much higher up than you.
Huh? What the heck? You're a filthy temp worm, higher than me?
I work for our parent company.
Huh?
You see, your company has a worryingly high turnover rate for young and temporary workers. It got pulled up recently during an investigation at the parent company. I'm part of the investigation team that got sent down to your office to figure out why so many people are quitting within their first couple of weeks there. Obviously, I had to keep it a secret because everyone would be on their best behavior if they knew they were under observation. But having the element of secrecy on my side helped me to get to the bottom of why so many people are leaving much faster than I expected.
Huh? What? An investigation? I don't know what the heck any of this means. You're from the parent company? You?
Yes, that's right. If you don't believe me, you're free to make an inquiry. All information regarding my dispatch will be public record soon enough. Basically, Yolande, my work here is done. And to tell you the truth, thanks to you, I got done way quicker than I expected to. I'm going back to my usual job at the parent company tomorrow.
No. Wait just a second. What the hell's a turnover rate investigation? I've never heard of that before. And why did you get your job done quickly thanks to me? I don't understand.
During my short time as an investigative operative here, I was able to ascertain that the reason the young and temporary employees were quitting the company in droves was because of you and some others who associate with you at the company. We're bullying them so relentlessly that they didn't want to work here anymore. I was also a target of your malicious attacks in the form of having work that wasn't mine forced on me, having a bucket of water poured over my head, theft, and plain old verbal abuse. I could go on, but I think you get the picture. I have been making routine reports to my superior at the parent company, but tomorrow I'll be submitting a comprehensive dossier of all harassment received during my time here.
What? Whoa. A comprehensive dossier? Does it mean I'll get in trouble? Wait a second, no. You can't do this.
After my submission of the dossier to the disciplinary team, I presume there'll be all sorts of things they'll need you to work with them on. So allow us to extend our thanks in advance for your understanding and cooperation.
No, you can't do this. I said wait. What the hell is this? Are you trying to say it's my fault the temps keep quitting?
To be honest, yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. It is my strong belief that your inappropriate behavior towards our temporary staff is the primary reason for their early departures from the company.
Well, you're wrong. I never meant to make anyone quit. Besides, what did I do wrong? This is just how people are with temps and newbies in the workplace. If I didn't put them in their place, they'd get too big for their boots, and then everyone would suffer. I did it for the good of the company.
In what ways is your behavior for the good of the company, Yolande? Your department is already chronically understaffed as it is, so please, explain to me in what way viciously bullying new and temporary employees, on whose shoulders the future of the company rests, into quitting possibly benefits the company. To the contrary, I put it to you that your childish and irresponsible behavior, which you engaged in for nothing more than your own sick self-satisfaction, has done nothing but damage to the company.
Well, that.
Do you have any examples of the company suffering negatively due to the effects of new or temporary employees getting too big for their boots? Is there something wrong with them being able to do their job in a comfortable, stress-free work environment?
Well, don't they just make you sick? Seeing those filthy low IQ temp workers being treated the same as me, despite the fact that they could never dream to become a full-timer like I am, makes my blood boil. I am a full-time employee, do you hear me? Full-time! How can you expect a company to succeed when a bunch of wet behind-the-ears little brats can just waltz in off the street and get treated the same, and those of us who worked and slaved away for countless years get a full-time contract?
So what you're saying, Yolande, is that this is purely a matter of your feelings. You claim you did it all for the company, but really, that's what it comes down to, right? This company's valued employees are not your playthings.
Wait. Hang on a sec. So let me get this straight. You're telling me those filthy, good-for-nothing temps are more important to you than me? Someone on a full-time contract?
Yes, actually. In a choice between you, who spends all of your time either bullying your coworkers, palming your work onto them, or just being generally useless, and the hardworking young staff and temporary workers you made quit, the latter wins every time.
What the heck? That's so messed up. Are you looking down on me? You are, aren't you? Get off your high horse, you pompous old corporate hag. You're not better than anyone.
Actually, I put it to you that you're the one who looks down on people. Do you still not get it?
Get what?
You understand what happens to you when I hand in that dossier tomorrow, don't you? This company has no need for an employee who upsets the atmosphere and makes quality staff feel like they have no choice but to quit. Here's an interesting one for you. What if we didn't leave it there? What if I and the rest of the employees you bullied relentlessly took you to court for harassment?
What? You wouldn't.
All of my things you broke, my clothes you drenched in water, the bracelet you stole. Not to mention the huge record of chat logs I have of you abusing and slandering me. What if I printed those out? Then, to top it all off, what if I submitted the footage of you stealing all the things from my locker to the court? I'm fully prepared to speak to the parent company's in-house lawyer if that's what I need to do.
No, wait. Please don't do anything drastic. Surely, there's no need to go making such a big deal out of this. Can't we just talk this through like adults, babe? We can, right?
Since when do you call me babe, Yolande? I'm not your subordinate, and I'm not your friend.
Oh, no, well, I'm sorry. Please, forgive me. I didn't mean it.
I have no interest in hearing your apologies. You'll be attending a court of inquiry over the coming days. All we'll be needing from you is to hear your version of events and for you to answer our questions. You'll probably receive instructions to make your way to the parent company HQ shortly. We look forward to seeing you there.
No, please wait. Please. Won't you just hear me out here instead? Why do we have to do an inquiry? I'm really sorry. I mean it. I'll never do it again. I swear. I'll never be mean to anyone again for as long as I live. I'm begging you.
Whether you beg me or not makes no difference. Your fate is in the hands of the dismissals board now. All I'm going to do is report by name the employee responsible for causing me and the other staff discomfort and distress, based on the things I saw and heard during my time conducting my investigation at the company.
No, why won't you listen to me? Seriously, I'm begging you. Just stop. Do you have any idea how mad my dad will be with me if I lose this job? I'm super sorry.
In terms of being a decent human being, sorry is a good start. But this goes beyond that now, and will be dealt with through the proper channels. We haven't known each other long, but it's been interesting to meet you, Yolande. I suspect we'll be meeting again shortly. Goodbye for now.
No, wait, please wait. Just give me another minute. Please. Don't do this.
Within a few days, a court of inquiry was opened at corporate HQ. Yolande, her boss, and all three of her lackeys were all summoned and asked a sequence of questions. When the articles of evidence I submitted were presented, Yolande and her partners in crime's faces turned as white as sheets. After that, to my surprise, surplus evidence was presented which proved Yolande to be guilty of misappropriation of corporate funds over a several-year period. With that, she had so little color left in her face, we thought she might actually faint. She received a disciplinary discharge in the end, and all three of her lackeys took pay cuts and demotions. To add insult to injury, after she lost her job, all of her victims banded together to file criminal charges against her and take her to court. Things are still in the preliminary proceeding stage, but whether they settle outside of court or end up taking it all the way, she's set to lose an awful lot of money. Let this episode serve as a reminder. In some form or other, this is the fate that awaits all who bully and victimize those they perceive to be weaker than themselves. Hopefully, Yolande uses the experience as an opportunity to become a better person. As for me, thanks to the role I played in today's events, I received both a pay rise and a promotion. I was able to claim for the things that got broken on company expenses. Also, I was showered with gratitude by the other staff Yolande has been bullying, and one of them even bought me a box of chocolates. It was when I saw the relieved smiles on their faces that I knew I did the right thing in tolerating her abuse for long enough to damn her to rights. I'm not going to let this make me complacent, though. I know I still have a lot to learn and a long way to go at this company, and I intend to work as hard as I can to fulfill my potential.